Hey, what's going on? JD here, and I have a quick unboxing for you. Today we are going to unbox the TorqueSet Deluxe from BBB. It's an adjustable torque tool, the BTL-173. This is a torque wrench. It is an essential tool for your toolbox if you're going to work on a bike, especially if you're working on a bike that's carbon fiber. A lot of bolts need to be torqued to a specific spec, and if you go over that, you risk damaging things like your carbon fiber frame, which nobody wants to do. So if you're going to work on your bike, I do recommend you pick up a torque wrench. There are a lot of offerings available, but we went with this one for BBB. I'm pretty excited to get this guy open. Nice little case. As you can see, we have the embossed BBB logo on the top. If we flip to the front, we can see we've got bbcycling.com, a little rubber on a little label. And then we've got the zipper, which is also rubber with the logo as well. So if we unzip this and open it up, we can see we've got the torque wrench, a bunch of bits, and one of the things that I will note right off the hop, which is a great thing, is this comes with a case. It's got this laser cut foam with all your bits and holding the torque wrench. Now, the cool part of that is ultimately this will help protect the wrench. One of the things is, and you can see here, they are individually calibrated. These are a precise tool. They are calibrated. If you do drop this, you will probably have to get it recalibrated to make sure that it is accurate. So having somewhere to store it, like a case like this with protective foam, is a good thing. So let's just pop it out, and you can see that this guy is nicely machined. We've got nicely engraved etchings here. It ranges from 2 to 24 Newton meters, which is a great range. The torque wrench from BBB that's below this goes from, I believe, 2 to 12. So just spending those few extra dollars to get this one is well worth the investment. So we can see Newton meters, they move in 0.2 intervals. Again, below, I think it's 0.5 that they move. So this is a more precise tool. Some beautiful knurling at the bottom, so you get a nice grip, as well as the collar here is nicely engraved, so you can get a good grip there as well. The nice thing about these torque wrenches being bike specific is they are quite small. A lot of times people will buy an automotive torque wrench. I have them for working on my Jeep, but the head is super large and it becomes very, very difficult actually to get into spaces. And that's why having a bike specific torque wrench can be important. So if we look at the top, we've got a nice little button to help release the bits forward and back. This is a click type torque meter. So as we torque down on things, when we reach the desired torque, this head will move slightly and click, letting you know that it is tight and you don't have to tighten anymore. The nice thing about this is all you have to do to adjust is lift it up and basically screw to the level that you want. So here we can adjust it, gone up to 4 Newton meters, and go ahead, and it goes all the way up to 24. So there's probably nothing that this torque wrench can't tighten down. I would seldom see anything that high in a bike, but it's great to have. One notable thing is it is just the Newton meters on the front. It doesn't have foot pounds. It doesn't have that adjustability. So if you work in foot pounds, you're going to have to do the conversions, and that might be one reason that you go with a different one, because some have different markings. Now, if we look inside the case, we can see it says reset to 2 Newton meters before storage. So one important thing to know if you haven't worked with a torque wrench before is that before you store it, you have to basically zero it out. In this case, 2 Newton meters. That's the way it's calibrated. Otherwise, you risk putting tension on the spring, and again, that will put your torque meter out of whack, and that's not what you want to do. So we have all these little bits. We can pull them out. You can see it's a 1/4 inch drive. They are nicely labeled on the sides here, and they can simply be stored. Those are also labeled on the foam. So we have bits for 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, a T25 and a T30. that is basically everything you will pretty much need for the bike. And again, just nicely there, we just push in and we can attach it, and it's out. It's that simple. If we look on the top here, we've got a nice pocket. You could probably store some extra bolts or whatever you need in there. We can see that we've got a certificates of calibration, which is awesome. So it's been tested with its actual readings. So you'll have a better idea of where you are. It's done to plus minus 4%. And then we have general instructions. So again, this is a great tool to have in the shop. There is a wide variety of different torque wrenches available. As I mentioned, you can get automotive ones. They tend to be much bigger, so you want something smaller. You can see offerings like this. This is a torque wrench from Park Tool. It's the 81.2. The difference with this guy is that the adjustments are here. It goes from 4 Newton meters to 6. And you just turn it. The problem is there is no fine adjustment like you would have here. Again, 0.2 Newton meters, you can adjust it. So if you are going from 2 to 2.2, all you're going to do is lift the collar, and there you go. That's a 0.2 increment. One full revolution would be 2 Newton meters. So if we go all the way around, it'll be 4, 6, 8, and so on. So again, an advantage over something like this because you just don't have the fine-tune accuracy. The other advantage is, as mentioned, this is a click system. So as you tighten, it gets to the point the head will click when you reach the desired torque. Many people have sort of the tension bar torque wrenches where you've got sort of like little increments on the side, and as you turn it, you can see sort of a little pointer move as you go through the range of torque. Some of those are hard to see. Someone like myself who wears glasses, it can be difficult to see. So I think looking at this guy, he is fairly inexpensive. I picked this guy up for just under $130, which may seem like a lot, but it's not really. A lot of automotive torque wrenches are very close to that, and bike-specific ones tend to be up. I know the Park Tool one is a little bit more expensive, and there are other brands out there. But based on the machinery, how it looks, you know, just the knurling, all that kind of stuff, I think this is a fantastic buy. So if you are looking for a torque wrench, this might be the guy for you. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so you get notifications. And until next time, see ya.